Okay, look at. Is it visible? Okay. Now, look at the concept of insurance claims. Students, we know the concept of insurance. For what purpose the insurance will we will take, and different types of insurance. That all we have studied in the third semester, and we are also studying in this fourth semester, and we will also study in fifth semester. Practice of general insurance. Now we are studying practice of life insurance. In the next semester, you are going to study practice of general insurance. Is it clear? That insurance part is different. But now what we are going to discuss insurance claim. We are not going to discuss insurance concept, but we are going to discuss insurance claims. Okay. Now what is the meaning of insurance claim? Before going to understand the meaning of insurance claim, we will try to understand some basic concepts. Students, as we know, we have two different types of insurances broadly: life insurance and general insurance. We know what is the meaning of life insurance. What is the meaning of life insurance? Any insurance policy taken on the life of human being, that comes under life insurance. Any insurance which is not which is taken other than life of human being comes under the category of general insurance. That we know already. Students, here we are not discussing about the life insurance, and at the same time we are not discussing about the general insurance. But what about we are discussing? Insurance claims. That we will see. General insurance, we have different types: health insurance, motor insurance, travel insurance, marine insurance, fire insurance. You know all the you know the meanings of these insurances, and especially we will see now the fire insurance. Fire insurance. Look at. Just have a look once. क्या हुआ? What happened here? The building was destroyed. Sir, what is the necessity of this video? Yes, students. Let us assume we are there in we are doing our business in this complex. Try to understand. Assume this building was completely destroyed. What happens if the building destroys? Students, हमारा जो स्टॉक रहते ना, वो स्टॉक पूरा हम ये बिल्डिंग में है. Whatever the stock we are having, let us assume we are doing furniture business or any clothing business. This cloth and furniture is stock to us, and this stock lies in the building, in our shop. Assume the building was destroyed, or the shop was destroyed, or take any reason, fire or any natural calamity, or whatever the other reason it may be. Whatever the reason it may be, the building was destroyed. That means we have lost our stock. Apart from loss of stock, we have another loss also. What is that? Loss of assets. See, in every business, apart from the stock, there are some assets in the business. Let us assume I am doing my clothing business. Cloth becomes a stock to me, and whatever the furniture I have in my business premises, and plant and machineries, computers, air conditioners, all these becomes my assets. If the building that was destroyed, apart from loss of stock, I have lost my assets also. And one more loss. What is that? Now I have to shift my business premises from this place to another place. It may take some time. Let us assume it has taken 3 months of time. During these 3 months of time, I am not able to sell the goods, or I am not able to make the turnover. If I make the turnover, then only I will get profit. If there is no turnover, that means there is no sales. How can I make profits? So apart from loss of stock, apart from loss of asset, I have lost my profit also. Is it clear, students? Now we will see fire insurance. We will do the problems on loss of stock and loss of profit. But in our degree syllabus, there are only we'll see the problems on loss of stock. There are no problems on loss of profit. Is it clear? Next. What first we try to understand what is the meaning of insurance claim. इंश्योरेंस क्लेम का मतलब क्या है देखेंगे. Assume students, we are suffering from the loss of stock or profit or asset. Let us assume. How the insurance company knows whether I am suffering from loss or not? Unless and until you make the request to the insurance company, then only the insurance company knows whether I am suffering from loss or not. Who will let the insurance company know about this loss suffered by me? I have to request to the insurance company regarding the loss. Is it clear? So what is the meaning? An insurance claim is a formal request to an insurance company asking for a payment based on the terms of the insurance policy. That means what? An insurance claim is a formal request to an insurance company asking for a payment based on the terms of the insurance policy. The insurance company reviews the claim for its validity and then pays out to the insured or requesting party on behalf of the insured. Once approved, see, we have made a request to the insurance company. We have made a request to the insurance company regarding the loss. After receiving our claim, after receiving our request, the insurance company will see the situation and will see the genuinity of the case. They will verify it, inquire it. After that, they will admit our claim. After admitting the claim, they will pay the amount. Is it or not? Yes. Please make a note of it, students, for 1 minute. Over. Now, next. Yes. Here, one more important point I have to discuss. You have to make a formal request to the insurance company regarding the loss suffered by you. How much of loss suffered by you? That is the question mark. What is the loss arises to you due to this fire? We are talking about the stock, loss of stock policy. Is it clear? How the insurance company knows how much of loss suffered by you? So it is your responsibility to mention the amount of loss suffered by you. Okay, sir, we will mention the loss suffered by us, by me. But how can I calculate the loss suffered by me? So that you have to calculate. How much of lost, destroyed, how much of stock destroyed in fire? You have to calculate it. Sir, how can we calculate? Already the stock was destroyed. How can I check how much of stock destroyed in fire? Students, whenever we make purchases, we will record this transaction in the books of accounts. At the same time, we will sell the goods. That also will record in the business records. If you see the books of accounts, especially stock ledger, how much stock we have purchased and how much stock we have sold, you can calculate the closing stock as on the date of fire. But let us assume the books of accounts also destroyed. If the books of accounts are saved, then no need to do any problem. You can simply check the books of accounts, stock ledger, and you can claim the insurance company regarding this much of loss I'm suffering from. But now the concept was, this concept assumes that the books of accounts were destroyed by fire, or most of the records were destroyed. Either complete destruction of the books of accounts or partly destruction of the books of accounts. Is it clear? Yes. Okay, sir. How can we calculate the loss of stock? Students, if you remember the trading account, have you remember the trading account? Debit side, opening stock, purchases, less purchase returns, carriage inwards, wages, manufacturing expenses, custom duties, coal, gas, water, power, fuel, wages and salary, commission, all those things we will record except gross profit. And credit side will record sales, closing stock. Is it or not? The difference may be either gross profit or gross loss. If credit exceed debit, it is gross profit. If debit exceed credit, it is gross loss. Is it or not? Yes. Here, if you try to understand, unless and until you record the closing stock here, you cannot calculate the true gross profit which is earned by the company. Students, in your first semester, sole proprietorship, final accounts of sole proprietorship, we have seen in so many problems, majority of the problems, we have the adjustment for closing stock. What is the adjustment for closing stock in your language? We will record on the credit side of trading account and we will record on the asset side of balance sheet as current asset. This is the adjustment we did. Now, unless and until you record this closing stock in the trading account, you cannot able to calculate this gross profit. Assume if you know the gross profit, if you are able to calculate the gross profit, forget about the closing stock. We are not recording closing stock here. So, but we are recording the gross profit. Now tell me, the balancing figure may be the closing stock. I repeat, in general, while preparing the trading account, on credit side, closing stock we will record compulsorily. After recording the closing stock, the difference may be either gross profit or gross loss. Now what I am telling, if you record the gross profit here, then you are not recording closing stock here. You are recording the gross profit on debit side. In that case, the difference may be the closing stock. Sir, okay, how can we calculate this gross profit? How can we know how much of gross profit earned by the business? Students, generally business earns gross profit on gross profit as a percentage of sales. Assume there is 1 lakh rupee worth of sales. How much sales? 1 lakh. Gross profit percentage is 10%. Gross profit percentage is 10%. Then what is the gross profit? 1 lakh sales into 10%. 10,000 is your gross profit. So If you know the gross profit percentage in the problem, then you can calculate the gross profit here. So after writing the gross profit here, the difference is obviously the closing stock. Is it or not? This practice we will do now. I repeat, actually we'll prepare the trading account to know the gross profit or gross loss. In the trading account, compulsorily we have to record the closing stock on the credit side. The balance may be the gross profit or gross loss. But what we are doing, we are not writing the closing stock. First we are writing the gross profit. So by writing the gross profit, the debit side is complete. So you can total the debit minus sales. You will get closing stock. Simply. Now, generally trading account will prepare at the end of the year. Generally, trading account we will prepare at the end of the year. What is the heading we will write? Trading account for the year ended 31st March or 31st December. But here what we will do, the fire may occur at any time during the year, because it is not possible to occur the fire as on the date of exactly closing the books of accounts. Is it or not? So the fire may occur at any point of time. What you have to do is you have to note down the date of fire. In the problem, they will give you the date of fire. You have to prepare this trading account from the date of opening the books of accounts to the date of fire. From the date of opening the books of accounts to the date of fire, if you prepare the trading account, then you can easily calculate the closing stock. But here what we will do, we'll put the heading like this: memorandum trading account for the period from 1st January or 1st April to the date of fire. So what is this new word, memorandum? See, this is memorandum. Memorandum trading account from memorandum trading account. Okay, simple. It looks like it is a trading account only, but trading account generally will prepare at the end of the year. But here we are preparing in the middle of the year. That's why we are using the word memorandum. So it looks like the trading account. We'll write opening stock, purchases, less purchase returns, drawings or advertisement, unrecorded purchase, carries inward, wages, all the items which will record in trading account will record, including gross profit. Gross profit, how we will calculate? They will, to calculate the gross profit, two things are important. One, sales. Second one, gross profit ratio or percentage of gross profit. If you have these two things, you can easily calculate the gross profit. Anyway, sales information is available. Sales information is available. And we need only gross profit percentage. That gross profit percentage you can get in the problem. Suppose if the gross profit percentage is not given, then you have to calculate the gross profit ratio. For that also we have a separate procedure. So debit side, all the items we have recorded, including the gross profit. Credit side, sales we have recorded. And the balance being this closing stock is your balancing figure. It is your balancing figure. And this is the amount of stock which is there at the time of fire. I repeat, we'll prepare the memorandum trading account simply as we prepare the trading account by writing opening stock, purchases, less returns, drawings, all those things, carries inward, wages, manufacturing expenses. So we'll write gross profit also. How we will calculate gross profit? As a percentage of sales. Sales into rate of gross profit. If the rate of gross profit is not given, then you have to calculate gross profit ratio. How we will calculate that gross profit ratio, that we will see later. So now we will balance this memorandum trading account. Debit always is more. In memorandum trading account, debit is always more than credit. I repeat, in memorandum trading account, debit side is always more on credit side. The difference is your closing stock balancing fee. This is a small procedure. Is it clear, students? Now